Buon pomeriggio a tutti e a tutti, io sono Alceste Ayroldi e ho l'onore e il piacere di essere qui con Mark Reilly, fondatore e leader della mitica band Matt Bianco, che venerdì 24 febbraio alle ore 20:45 sarà al Teatro Partenio di Avellino per la rassegna organizzata dal Teatro Pubblico Campano e dall'Associazione SENZATEMPO con la direzione artistica di Luciano Moscati. Hi Mark, thank you for your time. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
Okay, Mark, I would like to start with a curiosity. Have had since the 80s. Why the name Matt Bianco?
It was like a concept idea. We loved spy movie theme tunes of the 50s and 60s because it had a lot of jazz and Latin bongos, and so we created our own character called Matt Bianco. So we did theme tunes like Matt's Mood, and we just thought it was kind of amusing and just a stylistic thing, you know. And then after a few weeks, it just became the name, you know. So that was it.
Ok, very interesting. Mark dice che comunque, siccome erano appassionati di spy story, quindi di crime story durante quegli anni, allora hanno voluto ricostruire una sorta di personaggio, un personaggio di quegli anni, quindi questo Matt Mood, e quindi è venuto fuori Matt Bianco, insomma. Ok, today is Matt Bianco a collective with a variable lineup or a solo project?
I like to collaborate with different musicians, but as for permanent members, it's just me now. And the last album, I worked with a sax player called Dave O'Higgins, who has a studio in his house in London, and he does a lot of jazz recordings there. So that was the collaboration, was to have a kind of jazz combo sound, like a typical jazz combo sound with drums, double bass, piano, a couple of horns. And that's where I gravitated towards the last 2 or 3 years, you know. Before that, I've been, you know, to Miami, Brazil, Sevilla, with flamenco, Cuban, Caribbean music. So I like to sort of get together with different people, but you know, mainly it's myself now who orchestrates the collaborations.
Praticamente il progetto, lui è l'unico componente permanente sicuramente di Matt Bianco, anche se ha delle collaborazioni con altri musicisti che poi vengono a formare il combo Matt Bianco, soprattutto un combo anche jazz, e perché ha ampliato anche un po' il suo range musicale, visto che comunque tocca anche musiche che sono caraibiche, flamenco, musiche anche latine, quello che poi hanno contraddistinto sempre il marchio dei Matt Bianco, come tutti noi sappiamo. E quindi how the idea of Matt Bianco come up?
Well, musically,
yeah, okay.
But it's a combination of musical tastes, you know, from growing up in the 70s. I liked the soul music, dance music, but then I sort of gravitated towards a bit more jazz, a bit more Latin. Started out with bands like War, Santana, that kind of funky Latin jazz funk of late 70s, and then you sort of explored to the roots of that music, where, you know, you're getting into, like, you know, Coltrane, Miles Davis kind of thing, and then with the Latin, you know, listen to like Fania All Stars and Joe Patan, that kind of Nuyorican fusions. I'm basically looking for new forms. I like dance grooves and Yeah, I mean, even with Wat Bam Boogie, there was a bit of the beginning of house music. So it's like, I like rhythms and percussion and riffs and grooves, you know. So there's a big melting pot of ideas you can put together. I guess I'm not a traditional.
A lot of stuff. A lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Your musical is a lot.
Yeah.
Dice che praticamente musicalmente questo progetto Matt Bianco è nato proprio dalla sua passione per sia la musica dance degli anni 70 e la fusion poi che c'era negli anni 70 e poi con quello che era il jazz che aveva ascoltato, da Miles Davis a Coltrane a tutti i grandi del jazz del passato, insieme a quella che era un'altra passione, come abbiamo detto prima, della musica latina. Messo insieme tutto questo coacervo con quello che era poi negli anni '80 anche l'inizio della house music, è nato il progetto Matt Bianco, insomma. Talking about the music that better the concert in Avellino, what repertoire will you play in Avellino?
What music? What?
Yeah, what music?
Well, it's a combination of a lot the hit records that I still enjoy playing, and stuff from the new album, and it's basically my favorite. The songs that I with the form, the band that I have at the moment, which is still the kind of more on the jazz side. So it's whatever songs we can sort of orchestrate to fit that style, and you know, most of the hits work really well with that sound, so it's quite easy to adjust. But yeah, some great musicians will be coming.
Would you tell something? Prima traduco un attimino, vabbè, la musica che suonerà sarà ovviamente anche del passato dei Matt Bianco, quella dell'ultimo album. Are you talking about Gravity, the last album that you did, Gravity?
Yes, I mean that there'll be some tracks from Gravity, but also from the essential Matt Bianco, which is new interpretations of some of the older tracks, which is how we perform at the moment.
Quindi con anche una interpretazione nuova dei brani dei Matt Bianco, della storia dei Matt Bianco e quelli dell'ultimo album Gravity. E questo parlava anche dei musicisti, che sono dei musicisti che ovviamente ogni volta mettono qualcosa di proprio all'interno di quella che è la situazione, il mood musicale che si viene a creare. Mark, talking about the musicians, would you tell us which kind of combo will play in Avellino?
Yeah, we have drums, double bass, piano, and trumpet and saxophone, and female vocals.
Okay. Quindi abbiamo praticamente un combo veramente bello, completo, quindi sarà veramente un grande concerto quello di Avellino, e invito tutti realmente ad andare, per chi ha la possibilità, a seguire il tour di Matt Bianco con la data di Avellino. Sicuramente, talking about the music of Matt Bianco, I have to admit that I have always had a weakness for Matt Bianco's music. My favorite track, by the way, is Wat Bam Boogie. Okay. A very different track from your repertoire for more acid house and vigors. How did this track come about, and what is the meaning of this song?
Well, on most Matt Bianco hours, we like to do an instrumental track, which is usually dance-based. And this was a track we did, and we came to mix it in, we were working with, in the Stockgate Kin Waterman studio, PWL. And the guy we used to like to mix with, Phil Harding, had his partner did programming and stuff. And so he just put a load of samples together. He recorded this this guy called Ambassador, who was like a rapper, and we sort of said, "Oh, we'd like to do a kind of remix of one of the instrumentals we'd done." And so this guy had some samples, and we said, "Oh, we really like the sound of Ambassador's voice. Let's compile a rap ourselves, you know, from all the samples he's done." So, and that's what it was. It was just we just put samples of this voice. So Wet Bamboogie doesn't really mean doesn't mean anything really. It's just it sounded good, you know. Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
I guess, yes, okay. È un brano il cui significato praticamente non significa in definitiva nulla, anche perché poi a un certo punto dice people on the right. The start is people on the right, people on the left. No?
Yeah.
And I remember when I played this music, the single in the disco at Biblos over Riccione in the middle of the 80s. And I love so much that song. È un brano che andava molto forte nelle discoteche negli anni '80 e appunto viene fuori da un lavoro proprio di remix, e quindi la bellezza di questo brano è proprio questo. Giusto per chiudere, lo dico a tutti gli amici, adesso vorrei chiedere a Mark di lanciare il concerto di Avellino. Mark, can I ask you if you can launch the concert in Avellino? Would you introduce the concert that you are going to play in Avellino?
Yeah.
To invite our audience to...
Yeah. Hi, this is Mark Reilly from Bianco. Please come and see us in concert in Avellino. It'll be a great night. It'll be great to see you.
Ok, grazie a Mark. Non ci resta che salutare Mark Reilly per la sua disponibilità. Thank you, Mark, for your time and to stay with us. E invitarvi tutti ovviamente al concerto che si terrà il 24 febbraio 20:45 al Teatro Partenio di Avellino. Godetevi la musica, per goderci tutti quanti la musica dei Matt Bianco. Thank you so much, Mark, and see you soon in Avellino. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Thank you.
Bye.